Alright, 601.14 on one call notifications. If the minimum requirement of the second of the transportation prescribed the regulation provided the minimum requirement of the establish the operating one call notifications. If the state of the top notify the operator of the pipeline facility activity, assuming the facility of the could threaten the safety of the facility, the regulation shall include the following requirement of the system provide with all area of the state of the containing of the underground pipeline facility. The requirement of the person including the government employee of the contractor intends to engage with the activity. Secretary decides could call the physical damage on the ground facility must contact with the appropriate system to establish that there is underground facility the presence of the air with the intent of the activity. 3. The requirement that all of the operators underground pipeline facility to participate in the appropriate on-one call notification qualification of the operating facility private contract with the state and the local authority to operate with the system, receive the advertise with notice of the availability of the system. 6. Requirement about the information provided with the person contact the system under clause 2 with the subsection 7. The requirement of the state respond with the operator of the system of the facility after they are contacted individual under the subsection 8. The requirement that each of the state to decide whether the state will be toll free. 9. A requirement of the sanction substantial the same as the provided in section 601.20 and 601.22 of the cell marking facilities. 1. Notification of the operative damage to prevent the program persons playing with the carrier without demolition, excavation, tunneling, construction, and vicinity of the pipeline facility. The operative of the facility shall make every reasonable timely location for the pipeline facility the same with the demolition, excavation, tunneling, and construction. In relation with the other law of the subsection, the section regulation prescribed in this section do not affect the liability established under the laws of the United States or the damage of the call of the activities described in subsection A2 of the section prohibition applicable excavated to the person engaged in the demolition, excavation, tunneling of the construction may not engage in the demolition, excavation, tunneling, construction activities in the state has adopted an adopted one called notification without first review of the system to establish the location of the underground facility in the demolition, excavation, tunneling, construction area that may not engage in the demolition, excavation, tunneling, and construction activity discard regarding location information marketing established the pipeline facility operator pursuant to subsection B and 3. Who may cover the damage of pipeline facility and danger to life may cover the beer bodily harm damage to the property may not infernal. Promptly report the damage of the owner of the operator of the facility. If the damage resulted in the escape of the flammable, toxic, corrosive gas, liquid may not fail to promptly report to the appropriate authorities calling 911 emergency telephone number. Prohibition applicable underground pipeline facility operators. The owner and operative of the pipeline facility fails to respond to the location required to include in order to prevent the damage of the pipeline facility who follow to take the responsible staff and responsible to each other to require to ensure the accurate marking of the location of the pipeline facility in order to prevent the damage to the pipeline facility should be the of the civil action under 601.20 with the assessment of the civil penalty under 601.22. Limitation Secretary may conduct enforcement proceedings under subsection D of this violation with the boundaries of the state that have the authority to impose the penalties described in 601.34 B7 against the person of the violation state damage prevention law unless the Secretary determines the state enforcement inadequate to protect safety. Consider this chapter until the Secretary issues the review of the rule making pursue the determine an adequate state the enforcement penalty. Technology development grant Secretary may grant with the organization that did not include the nonprofit entities for the development of technology will facilitate the prevention of the pipeline damage caused by the demolition, excavation, tunneling, construction activity, emphasize the wireless global position technology potential for the use of the connection notification system underground facility locating the marketing services of the funds of the provided of the subsection may not be used for lobbying, direct support, litigation. Secretary may also support the technology development through the cooperative agreement of trade association, academic institution, and organization, other organizations. Goes into public law, historical revisions, and noted amendments, and effective dates, nationwide toll-free number system. 601.15 technical safety standards committees.